Hi guys, welcome back to Behind the Athlete. My name is Ariel Ingram, and today I'll be talking about living life with being injured as an athlete. So to begin with, it now has been about 6 months since I had my surgery, which was in June. And so now I'm able to walk. Of course, I'm out of crutches and the brace. I wasn't really given like a brace to just do daily activities with. I was only given like a surgical brace just for like the procedure. Then I had that taken right off about the 1 month mark. And so ever since then, I've been walking on my own, going to school, just getting out the house. And even though it's been about 6 months since I've had the surgery, at times I experience some pain, like when it comes to walking. And throughout the school year, first semester so far, I've had to miss some days of school because I was in so much pain. I didn't feel like I was able to go to school and just stay like sitting in the desk all day, because I feel like sitting in a desk and just having my leg bent at an uncomfortable angle really contributed to my pain throughout my recovery. And I still struggle with that, of course. And it was really bad like at the beginning of the school year towards August, because I was only like 2 months past my surgery date. And I feel like when I experienced pain, I felt discouraged because I thought that I wasn't making the progress intended for me. But I simply had to remind myself that having an ACL surgery, or let alone having an injury, was very complicated to deal with, because with me, my surgery consisted of, having my initial ACL, or anterior cruciate ligament, I think that's what it is. Having that completely removed, and having my hamstring, a piece of my hamstring torn out and used as a substitute for my ACL. And apparently this is what the doctor was telling me. So I had to get my bone cut into, and just to make space for the new ACL, and I had to have stitches to sew the ACL back into place. And then on top of that, of course, I had to get, lots of stitches or sutures back into my leg, which is like really painful. Like, going back to the episode where I talked about my pain level, that was like the most painful thing I experienced. And of course that was, discouraging. But back to me being discouraged about, experiencing pain throughout my daily life. I felt like it hindered my progress, and I felt so down on myself. But like I was saying earlier, I had to remind myself that this was a complicated progress. Like, lots of people have setbacks, even greater setbacks. And, I had to tell myself that this was a surgery that was lengthy, and a year recovery time is needed to get back to myself, and I couldn't just keep beating myself up over it. And, loathing and, like, my hindered progress wasn't going to like do anything. Well, that's what I thought, but I was actually doing better than I thought. Even though I did limp for a little while, it wasn't the worst. I eventually stopped limping, and I was able to walk with less pain. I still have a few pains in there, of course, but it's not bad, and of course, once I started seeing progress in my pain and walking, it boosted my mental health like tremendously, because, initially I felt down about myself. And along the way, I'm just learning to realize that lengthy processes when it comes to injuries, like, it just things can't happen overnight or in like a short amount of time. Like, you have to be patient with the process, you know, especially for a surgery like mine, which took a month for me to be able to walk without crutches, you know. And honestly, I'm just proud of the progress that I made, you know, from not being able to leave the bed, and like that just depressed me so much. Just watching people go on and live their lives, but I'm stuck in bed, you know, and just seeing that really made me sad, of course. But now, just see me do a lot better, and you know, in like a couple weeks, I can have my first private lesson with a coach for volleyball and training for my high school season. And just thinking about that, it really makes me happy, because knowing that I'm just a few steps closer to being able to do what I love again just reminds me of the fact that I worked so hard just to reach this point, and reminded me of the hard work that I put in to my sport even before I got injured, and just overall, you know. And yeah, that was our little 5-minute episode, you know, just reviewing injuries for athletes and how they impact their mental health. Please stay tuned for more episodes, because definitely in the works. Yeah, talk to y'all later. Bye bye.